Hey, what's up guys? My name is Power Surge. I'm here with another video. First things first, thank you for 50 subscribers. I appreciate it. We hit that last week. Here we have a video for Black Clover Red versus Purple Bleach. It's the first time I play Red Black Clover. It's an interesting deck. You have to like put a lot of cards underneath cards, as we're gonna show in a sec. We have cards like Asta that when played it destroys a 4,000 or less on your opponent's front line, and the other Asta that when attacking I can place one card from underneath him to give it impact, and then it also gives one of my opponent's characters loses all of their abilities, so if they have damage 2 or impact it loses all that stuff, as well as the cards that fuel some of these putting cards underneath other cards like Yami and Notch, that both have one attacking. You put the top card of the deck into certain cards, like Yami puts it underneath Black Bulls and Notch puts it underneath Asta or Libes, so they're both fuel the whole deck dynamic on it. And then for Purple Bleach we have Ichigo, the new Ichigo from set 2, that he has an effect here depending on the cards in removal. So if you have 10 or more cards in removal or 2 Zero Squad affinity cards with unique names, it gains damage 2. If you have 4 or more unique named Zero Squad, it gains impact. So it's a pretty strong card late game if you have all the required cards in removal. And then you have the cards as well to help you remove cards, which is your Senjumaru raid, and then your special, which destroys characters if you remove cards from your hand that are Zero Squad affinity. So that helps it fuel for the Ichigo ability. So a pretty strong deck as well. The Asta deck was really fun to play. It was my first time playing it today, so we were practicing for rare battles and stuff, because you always want to try to have at least one deck of every type so you can get some rare battles in. It's always fun to play rare battles. He's going to start off with a Senjumaru, a 0-drop, and pass turn, and then we're going to go ahead and start off by playing a Asta, I believe, and getting that 0-drop Astas early in. Playing 2 Astas in the back line. And then passing turn. He AP draws and passes. It looks like he's a little brick right now. And then drawing for turn, playing this emergency beanie, which lets me rest it, sideline it, and then get 2 3-drop or less from trash to hand. It's a solid card. If you can't find your raid targets, you can just grab them back. And then playing a final trigger to restand 2, and playing a Finroll. At the end of the attack phase, I could remove a card from underneath him, swap 2 characters on the board from the energy to the front line, or I could also just choose one to move it to the front line instead. Then I'm playing Yami in the front line. I may place 1 face down card from a character on your field to your sideline if I do draw a card. And then when attacking, I could choose 1 character on my field with Black Bull affinity and place it the top card of my deck underneath it. We're gonna start getting that engine going now that we have Yami in the field. He's gonna play a Palace and then a Kisuke, and then passing turn. Palace being a really good card because it comes in active, and then you can look at the top card of your deck, and then if it's a squad 0 affinity, you can add it to hand, so it's just extra draw if you have the top card of your deck be a 0 squad. Since he's looking a little vulnerable in the front, I am gonna just go ahead and move up 2 Astas. Then we're gonna go ahead and play Libe, which lets me draw a card and then place a card from my hand face down under him. I'm trying to think what card I want to put face down under him. Placing that card face down under him. And then playing 1, 2 to play a notch. It does come in active when played draw a card. And then when attacking, choose up to 1 Asta or Libe on the field and it gives 1,000. So swinging 4K, putting 1 card underneath Asta, so it's a 2,500. Which is where I messed up. I swung with Yami instead of swinging with one of the Astas. Swinging with Yami, putting a card underneath Finroll in the back to activate his effect again next turn. He does play the Senjumaru, able to get a free pop and a block for that turn. So he does end up destroying the Asta with the card underneath him. It ends up being a final trigger that I put from the top of the deck onto him. Not using Finroll's effect yet. So there's 2 final triggers in trash. He's gonna go ahead and move up Curio, paying 1 action to play in a Wetsu, looking at the top card of your deck and then placing it on top or bottom. He leaves it on top. Then he's gonna reveal with Palace and Ichibe add to hand. He's gonna pay 1 to play and Ichigo in the rear, which is the one that has damage to an impact if he has a required characters removal. Oh, he's actually played in front. He changed his mind. Then he's gonna play in a Wetsu in the back that has a 1 resting, give up to 1 character plus 1,000 until the end of turn. Then he's just swing 4K. I'll go ahead and take that hit. He's gonna choose which card to take. He's gonna choose bottom. It is end up being a final trigger. And he's passing turn. Now draw for turn. Going to my turn right now. I'll go ahead and pay 1. AP draw. And then we'll go ahead and play the special to get rid of the Ichigo. And then playing a raid Asta with impact. So we'll swing 4K impact, removing 1 to give it impact. And I think I also forgot to place the top card of my deck underneath him. So misplays happen. It's the first time I play the deck. And then we'll swing 4K wing notch. He blocks it with the 5K because he did get an active trigger, giving the rested or the underneath card to the Asta, giving so he could have a card for next turn, and then placing 1 for Yami under this Asta, swinging 4K, and then he has a draw trigger. Then passing turn. And he's gonna go ahead and move up Kisuke to the front, which is a 3K body, but with the Uetsu in the back, you could just tap it and make it a 4K for the turn, which is a good card. The Uetsu is better than I realized. The only downside is it doesn't have a trigger, so if you run too many non-triggers, it's just gonna suck when you hit no triggers off of life. I'm gonna move up the other Uetsu that has a 1 attacking. You could trash 1/0 squad affinity from your hand to give it 2K for the turn, which that means he has 3 4K bodies technically on the field. Then he plays a Tenjiro, which lets him look at the top part of his deck, leave it on top or bottom. Then he's gonna play another Uetsu, leaving it on top again tapping the 2 cost Duetsu to give the Kisuke plus 1000. He's gonna Bankai. Then he's gonna go ahead and go for a, I think it's a special right here. Yeah, special giving me 1 Ichibei to kill the Asta. Then he's gonna go ahead and what does he do here? I don't remember what he does. Maybe he just, no, yeah, he searches top, reveals like, he wasn't supposed to reveal that, but because he only revealed if it's a 0 squad to add to hand. And I believe he just plays like to play over another character, so you get another one in removal. Yeah, he plays a Renji to play a Tenjiro in removal, so now he has 2 names. So you, if Ichigo is in the front line, he'll be damage 2. He'll swing 4K. I take the bottom life. It's a draw trigger. Then he swings 4K by removing 1 off a hand, which is another 2 off a hand. I'll take again, trying to keep my board on the field. Another draw trigger. And then swinging 4K 1 more time. I am gonna block with the Asta, which after watching the recording, I don't think it was a good idea, but it's done. We're gonna go ahead and play. We'll play a Libe, drawing and put one underneath. Libe. Then we're gonna go ahead and, I think I might have messed up playing here because I'm pretty sure I could have played it slightly differently. Play a unit on the back to generate 5 energy and then AP extend. I believe I have the raid 5-drop in hand to pop something. But I probably should have popped the site to get more characters in hand so I could like play something else in the back. So I'm gonna pop the Senjimaru because it's a consistent 4K. The other ones have to do extra stuff to play it. Yeah, this is where it kind of messed up. There was no reason for me to play the Noel in the back. I could have just played it in the front. Because I think I realized that too late, and then at the end of turn I used the Finrose effect to push the Noel up front, which I could have just played it up front. Swinging 4K, giving the Asta a card and plus 1000 until the end of turn. It is a color trigger, so he is going to play something for free from trash, playing a Senjimaru. Playing a Yami, giving a card under Finral. So he has 2 cards underneath him. He's going to block. And then swinging 5K. And then using Finral's effect, removing a card, moving the Noel up. Which I could have just played it up front from the beginning, but it is what it is. And he's gonna move up Renji, which you can pay an action point to play to give it damage 2. He taps a palace immediately to draw a card from revealing the top. He gives Kisuke plus 1000 to make it a 4K. So he currently has 2 4Ks and then I believe a 2500 or 1500. I'm not sure which Senjimaru is that one. Gonna pay 1 to play does he play here? He could play a special to get rid of some characters off my board. Oh, he does. Okay, he plays his special to kill a Yami, which is fueling the whole Fenril effect. And then for every card removed, he draws a card with this special, which is a solid special. Then he plays a Senjumaru, which lets him kill the Noelle for free without removing. Just swing regular 4K. It is an Asta trigger, raid trigger, no raid targets. Swing another 4K. I'm taking it as well. It's an active trigger, so the next attack gets blocked. Draw for turn. I did forget to do Asta's when start of a turn ability. So I think I do catch it later, but just reminding you there is a card underneath the Asta, so it does not get sidelined. I'm gonna pick up 2 cards off of my trash using Sight with a cost of 3 or less energy requirement. There we picked up a Libe and a Yuno for the energy generation. Play Libe. This is where I messed up again. I think I should have moved up just in case, because I do have everything, enough AP to play everything I need to play. Plus raiding the Asta I just got from life. So I should have moved up to Yuno to do that. We're gonna play this Asta to kill the Senjumaru. And we're gonna play one more to play the removal to kill Renji. So he has 1 blocker, 3. See, I removed the card there. I did remember afterwards. We're gonna swing 4K. It is a final trigger there, and then swing 4K, and it's a Senjumaru raid, and then Asta gets the win. The red deck is just very technical. It's just, you need to think a lot sometimes and then put stuff on their certain cards. Just too much stuff. But it is solid because it has a character removal on a character, which is good, and then it has a way to fuel the whole putting stuff underneath characters. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you later. Peace. I'll leave a deck list at the end of the video.